Salam alaikum, girl bosses. We have new Aborted at long last. It hasn't actually been that long. They released Mania Cult in, was it 2022? Banger album, but they just announced their new album, Vault of Horrors, which, hold on a second. 10-song album, okay, you know, that's pretty normal, but every single song has a feature on it. Today, we're checking out Death Cult, which features Alex Erian from Alex Erian from Despised Icon. I actually got the distinguished opportunity to see Despised Icon late last year at one of the Dying Fetus headliners, and they ripped. That was an insane live band to see. Really enjoyed that show. That was so hype. But the features on Vault of Horrors are going to be Ben Dewar, Francesco Paoli, Johnny Cardullo, Alex Arian, of course, this song, Matt Magacci, Jason Evans of Ingested, that's a real name, Micruzio, is that Greek? What is that? Anyways, Ollie Ray Alaron from Archspire, David Simonich from Signs of the Swarm, and Ricky Hoover of Sulfur. So it's pretty exciting, and each song is about a different horror movie. So, you know, that's a little intriguing, little intriguing there. But this is Death Cult, and I say, let's get into it. Very excited to see Aborted back. I'm not a big horror fanatic. Like during Human Centipede, watched in high school, I was curled up in the corner because I couldn't handle it. Blair Witch goes hard though, so I don't know if I'm gonna know which reference this is. Ooh. He'll walk it off. Damn. Okay, that's a chainsaw. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Ooh. Oh, galloping, nice. I'm kind of waiting for this to open up. They've been really building to something. Said the line. Ooh. They did the thing, they opened up. He'll walk it off. Dude, I remember hearing Aborted for the first time with Terror Vision. That shit blew my mind. Damn, is this like... I'm curious. Oh my... So each song is based off a horror movie. I do wonder if they're going to try and interconnect the different videos. I think that'd be a sick concept, but like, we'll see. But that was sick. Yeah, like I was mentioning, like I really fell in love with Aborted around the time they were, not after Terror Vision released, but like as they were leading up to it. I remember listening to Terror Vision upon release, and it just blew my mind. I really was obsessed with Aborted for the longest time, and what really led me into them was listening to a lot of Cattle Decapitation Nails. A lot of the grindcore, eventually death grind scene led me into checking out Aborted, and oh my god, this band had a chokehold on me. And every now and again I go back and I'm just like, holy shit. I do love like those sections where, of course, this song's definitely leaning more on the brutal side. It's just just there's some really sick stuff between like the galloping, just like the straight like just breakdowns, and like it's fucking brutal. But then like what Aborted does, they do some really beautiful moments where they just like really open up. There's a lot of melody. It just sounds like just like a torrent, just a tumultuous melody, if you will. It's really sick stuff. And you know, they're one of the most consistent bands, I feel. Like it's pretty impressive how consistent they are with releases and just how powerful each release is. And if you haven't seen Aborted live, it's a fantastic live show. Sven, super animated, top 10 bald guys, let me tell you. And I mean, like Aborted, they've been around for like a minute. It's really cool to see how they've developed their songs, they've developed their concepts. I think this album's it's going to be like very sick, especially having all these features. It's just a new it adds a new dimension to each song, another opportunity for each track to stand from its peers. And I think having a different feature on every track, especially like given the variety of the features. Let's look at the list. Like Ben Doer's voice, very different from Johnny's voice, very different from like Alex Arian's voice. I do kind of wish Alex had a more present or more present presence, was more present in this song than he was, but like he had a more supplementary role than his own given section, right? He came in for the choruses, which is it was sick. It just it wasn't quite what I had expected. But like his voice is super diverse, very different from Jason Evans, very different from Ollie's from Archspire. Like, of course, very different from David's, very different from Ricky's. The list goes on. So I'm very excited for this because I think it's going to really mark a very diverse album for Aborted. I think it'll be sick. But hell yeah, brother. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know, which song, which feature are you most excited for? I'm pretty hyped for the Ben Doer one. But I mean, like, all of these, I think the one that's probably going to bring, like, the most range or the most diversity to a track is probably the one featuring Ollie from Archspire. Just because, when he's doing his, like, exhale, inhale, like, vocal style, like, that shit's crazy because he goes fast. And I think that's, like, very different from what Sven brings with his voice. I think that's ultimately what matters the most with vocal features, is how much do they stand out from the primary vocalist of a band. I think that's like one of the coolest. Those are always the best features. Like Orc March from Chelsea Grin was really cool about that song was that it was Tom Barber's voice and then also Dustin from Filth, and then the dichotomy between those two, like it's perfect, right? You have a vocalist cover the range that the other can't, and the primary vocalist covers something that the guest can't, and then together it's just a more full range. It just brings, like, again, another dimension to a given song. It's very cool stuff, and I think having like 10 tracks, 10 features, fucking sick, super sick. I'm excited for this.